Welcome to this second video of AlterNative. In this case, we'll show you how to translate a C# class. In this case, this class will contain a delegate. So let's start. First of all, we'll start creating a new C# file. In this case, we'll name it Delegate. Then we'll start coding it. Basically, we'll use the delegate pattern to show you how AlterNative works using delegates. Now, start writing the main method. The idea is to create a class hierarchy. The parent class will contain a delegate and a method to invoke this delegate. Once the parent class has been written, it's time to start writing the child class. Child class inherits from parent class, and in this case, it modifies the delegate method. Finally, on the main method, create a parent object, instantiate a child object on it, and finally invoke the delegate. Now, look at the terminal. We will compile the resulting class, and finally execute it, to see how the delegate works. Now, using the AlterNative command, we'll translate the delegate example to C++ source code. Now we'll start comparing the initial code, or the C# code, with the generated code, or the C++ native code. On the left you can see the original, and on the right the translations. On the left I'm highlighting the program part, where the main method is, and on the right it's the same method, but written in C++. Now we'll open the parent C++ file. In this case, the section that I'm highlighting corresponds, on the left, to the parent instantiation of the delegate. The delegate instantiation from the parent header corresponds to a macro from our library. Finally, the child.cpp corresponds to the methods of the child class that inherits from the parent class. After explaining the different files, we'll compile the generated code using the AlterNative make command. As you can see on the terminal, CMake is configuring and compiling the native delegate example. AlterNative creates the build directory, and on inside it, it's the generated binary. Now let's execute it and see what happens. As you can see, it works like a charm.